The best way you can support me is with a simple subscribe. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, how's everybody doing? All right, Wale. I think Wale's in a very peculiar position in rap because he's not fitting to the typical rap style. He's not rapping about gangster rap or trap rap. Wale is a very versatile artist. He can hop on a song with the Waka Flockas and, you know what I mean, or whoever it is in rap, with the up and coming 21 Savages. He can hop on anybody's record, but when he puts out projects, he likes to give you artsy type rap. I mean, just really switch it up. I think Wale's the best out at putting out albums and projects. I think Wale's music is going to stand the test of time. The problem is, in this era where everybody's trying to turn up, go out, trap raps on top, down souths on top, I don't know if people really cherish the music that Wale puts out in the present. I think his label situation with MMG, I'm not knocking MMG. I know I got a lot of love for Ricky Rose, but I think it's a very peculiar situation. We'll get back to that in a second. I'll give you more information on what I'm talking about. To the right of your screen, you see a picture of Wale contemplating cutting his hair. He posted that picture with this caption on Instagram. He said, "Man, IDK what I'm doing, but I know I need to make changes. Find my happiness. Could this be phase one? I'll be leaving you guys for a while. My friend Issa Rae," shout out to Issa Rae and Insecure, by the way, says it's time to change up. My man Ronaldo Williams said it's time. All right, so in the picture you see Wale is obviously considering cutting his hair. Maybe he's already done it. He's been on Snapchat and Insta Snap and everything like that over the last 24 hours, but he hasn't shown his face. He's shown his daughter. I believe it was her birthday. Happy born day to his daughter. Such a beautiful feeling to see a parent or a father enjoy their kids. We'll talk about that more in a second as well. But he hasn't shown his face. He hasn't seen his hair, so maybe he's already cut his hair, or maybe he was just teasing us. The barber looks like he's not really about to cut the hair. It looks like it was all for a picture. To me, it looks like, again, one of Wale's ploys for attention. He does this ever so often. I think it's just to maintain relevance, to see if people really care. If he were to do stuff, do people even care? And I just think there's a lot of things going against Wale. He's one of the artists that shows emotion. I mean, he'll admit that he has a bit of an emotional side to him, and you know, it's life. But I think people and people on the internet, they see that, and they really go at him tough. Because of that, they really try to get at him on Twitter and Instagram because they know they can generate some sort of a response. And I think it gets to Wale, man. And I think he sees guys like J. Cole, who called him out earlier or late last year. And he sees guys like Kendrick doing well with numbers. And I think Wale gets upset because he's trying to figure out, why are people rocking with their music and not mine more? I think that's rightfully so. Wale puts probably just as much time as a Cole or a Kendrick does in their projects. He's releasing like every couple years as well, just like them. And I think he gets upset because his fan base hasn't grown as, I mean, theirs has. I mean, and you could really just define it to one thing. I think it's about content and music. I think Wale hasn't defined his role in hip-hop yet. I don't think he's, like, when you know Cole is on this, we got to find a way to get better. This country ain't got it for us. We got to find a way to empower each other. Then, you know, Kendrick's more or less on the let's get it together as well. Let's give back. I'm a guy that could have went one way, but I ended up going another way. It could have easily turned bad for me growing up in, you know, Compton and everything like that. And Kendrick tells a lot of his personal thoughts, and he has the Kung Fu Kenny side of him. I don't think Wale has developed himself as much as these two have in their music. I think Wale tries to give us a lot. I just don't think it's connected with the people like Kendrick's and Cole's, and even younger guys like Chance. I feel like in the eyes of many has already surpassed the Wale. I don't think that's fair, but I think that's the truth. To me, I got like tiers of rap. I don't think Wale's in that top 5, top 6 tier anymore. I mean, you could tell me your opinions in the comment section below. But you never want to hear Wale talking about these suicidal thoughts. It always feels so suicidal when he comes on social media and puts his heart into stuff like this. He has a beautiful daughter. He I mean, Wale, if you really think about it, though, all of Wale's shows sell out, period. Wale's shows sell out. I don't know what he's so upset about. Like, his life is still good. So what? You're maybe not a Cole or Kendrick. There's a lot of space between Cole, Kendrick, and you and everyone else, right? There's a lot of space between all these other rappers who are trying to get on, be in your spot, be in your position. And I mean, sometimes you look at Wale and you're like, dang, he shows us that maybe being popular and having money and fame isn't everything it's set out to be. But at the other time, I think a lot of us think, Wale, you're just being selfish. People would die to be in your position that you are in rap. And you can look at it from both sides of the perspective. I just tend to say, Wale, man, life is, you get one of these things to the best of our knowledge. There's too much great life out there for you to be thinking about throwing it away. I will admit, Meek and Wale, both ironically on MMG, are in very weird spots, right? Because Rose stamped him. Rose was never, to me, the top rapper in the game, but a Rose stamp from a boss like Ross is definitely means something, right? But it wasn't Wayne's stamp. When Wayne was #1 and he stamped Drake and Nicki, they were right on their way because Wayne was #1. And if Wayne stamped it, you know it had to be something powerful. And I think that's hurt them because they're kind of in this middle of the pack. Like, I listened to Meek's album a couple times, Wins and Losses. Good project, but I don't think I see necessarily a lot of growth in it. And then when I listen to Wale, I don't think I see necessarily just a crap ton of growth in his music from this project into previous projects. And I just think it's a tough position for them because I don't think anybody's really calling these two guys the #1 guy in rap. But at the same time, I think people fuck with them tough. So I think that they're tough in their mind. I think the pressure to be on the level of Kendrick's and Cole's is getting to Wale, and that's why you hear him lashing out like this. Again, prayers to the brother if he's thinking about doing something to harm himself. We don't want to see that. Definitely too much to live for, and his shows all sell out, man. I've never been to a Wale show that didn't sell out. And people know his words to his tracks, word for word. He has classics, right? He has one classic per album, sometimes two. Talk to me in the comment box below. Wale admits he's cutting his hair and he needs to make some big changes to get happy again. What do you guys think about these comments? Talk to me in the comment box below. Where do you rank Wale in the top rappers conversation? Is he in your top 5, top 10? Talk to me. Comment box below. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on itsmrtaliaferro.com, shawty. Yeah.